Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we're checking out a brand new knife making a debut here in the channel. This is the first time I'm checking out this brand, BeaverCraft, and they make a bunch of bushcraft style knives, and they reached out and they wanted me to check one out here, share it with you guys, and of course go through the whole ordeal. This is an unboxing, a first impressions video, a quick overview, and we'll do some testing. But I'll also be carrying this guy for quite some time and dropping a comprehensive review video later on. Of course, this knife and every other knife here in this video will be linked down below if you want to check prices, availability, variants, and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it here for you guys, and we'll get into it. Right, came in a different box, obviously a bigger box, and I took it out and haven't opened it since for this video, but I kind of wanted to cut to the chase, if you know what I mean. And here we go. There is the knife, and here is the sheath, and then we have a nice little handout here, how to properly take care of your knife. Right, there is your tips. If you want to pause the video, read through those, you're more than welcome to. And you got a QR code there, right, and all that good stuff. So let's take a look at the sheath first. Right, there we go. Let's see, we got nice little dark brown leather going on this one. We also have some paracord going on included in the box as well. So if you wanted to do kind of like a lanyard solution on your knife, you can do that. I like the fact that they included that on there. There is branding embossed there on the leather, which is very nice and interesting. Give you a 4K zoom in right there so you can take it all in. But yeah, dark brown sheath, right, with the stitching, right, kind of like a champagne looking stitching going on this one. It's interesting how you carry this one. This is more perhaps bushcraft style, right, because you don't just, I guess you could carry it just here, but then you have this additional strap. So if you wanted to actually attach it here, have the knife dangling, right, for more freedom, you can. And then you have this nice little button here. And I promise you, this thing can come off. Come on now. Please do cooperate. Yes, no.
One eternity later.
There we go, right? The beauty of a brand new product. You gotta sort of break it in a little bit, right? So there you go, nice little strap there. You can put this around your belt or what have you, right? It's attached to the sheath, and we'll test it in a second, right? How that looks. Definitely snaps back in as well. It is actually raining like crazy outside. I'm not sure if that's coming through the mic, but hopefully it's not. I mean, we are using the DJI Mic's wireless V1, so definitely picked this one up from a friend at a discount. So I've been using these since. If the audio is good on this video, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments. Definitely an upgrade, right, over videos in the past. I'm trying to give you guys the best quality possible here. But yeah, let's get to the knife here, right? It is sort of, yeah, wrapped in what feels like saran wrap. Okay, so I'm gonna take it out of this plastic wrapping here. The blade is also secured with a little piece of cardboard, obviously, so you don't, cut yourself as you're unwrapping this guy. First impression on the handle, that is one heck of a comfortable handle for a fixed blade, and it can accommodate a much bigger hand than mine. My hand be looking like a baby hand here, right? Kind of like Deadpool's hand whenever his arm got cut off and the new hand was growing. If you caught that reference, you're awesome. But yeah, my baby hands here on this pretty awesome handle, nice and rounded in every single way. Obviously, you're gonna be gripping this handle a ton for bushcrafting, but if you're ready, I'm ready. Here we go. Bam! Right there is the blade, right, nice and oiled as you would expect, right, to protect it from the element so it doesn't get any rust or anything like that as it's getting shipped over to you. I'm gonna give it a nice little wipe here. Boom! Right, get that oil out of it. And if you're brand new to bushcrafting, which again, I'm not a guru or anything like that, but I do know the best grind for a bushcrafting knife is a Scandi grind. So basically you have like a V shape, right, that starts right here and it kind of meets right here in the middle. So it kind of looks like a very tall edge, but it's more like a V shape edge. And obviously that makes it really, really good for bushcrafting. So, I mean, these look very sort of custom made, if you ask me. Kind of, they may be perhaps production made or what have you, but definitely gives me a vibe of custom knife in some way, shape, or form. Okay, we do have a hex pattern on the hardware here, and a very pronounced hole there for your lanyard solution. Sort of like a brandy wood color on the handles. Most importantly, it is a full tang construction. What that means is the entire metal of the blade definitely wraps all the way around the handle, right? That makes for a more solid build of a knife, right? Than if it was maybe like a rat's tail or pigtail or something coming just very skinny up here, right? You definitely get the benefit of that full tang construction. And man, I mean, if there's a rating, a 10 out of 10 on the handle, I mean, this thing is like an 11 out of 10 on the handle department, right? Absolutely got some girth to it, which is nice, right? If you're going to be bushcrafting with this thing, right, for a couple of maybe half hour, an hour, multiple hours, I mean, you got 0.75 or 3/4 of an inch thickness on the handle. You're looking at a 0.09. That's a very thin blade, if you ask me, right? Average in the channel being 0.12 on most folders that I check out. So this thing is going to be pretty interesting, right? As far as branding goes, you got that BeaverCraft Glacier is the name on this bad boy. All right, take a look there. All right, got that Beaver logo. All right, not sure the steel on this guy, but I will go ahead and put it on the screen there. Future me, definitely look that up. Steel on this guy. But yeah, after that 4K zoom in, let's do, actually no, before doing size comparisons, let's check how this guy goes into the sheath. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay, that's nice, right? So you kind of want to push it all the way in. This section here is a little bit thicker. What it's going to do is going to catch this section right here, this portion of the handle. If you notice, the handle actually goes down further, much further than the blade, right? I'm sure that was intentional as a bushcrafting knife. So in order to get it into the sheath, you got to wiggle it a little bit and then push it all the way in, and you are good to go, my man. So kind of gives you around 2.5, maybe 3 inches of handle out of the sheath. I must say the fit and finish on the sheath is actually pretty nice, not gonna lie. It does pass the sniffing test, right? It may or may not be legit leather, but it definitely smells like it. And again, I'm not a professional Dutch hound or anything like that, but if you know me, you know, love the smell of leather, right? Especially not only on leather-made items or custom-made leather items and slips and things like that, but, you know, like kind of like a brand new car smell, sort of, you know, smell, if you would. So that's nice. And this is what I mean, right? So if you attach this to your belt, then the knife is maybe a little, you know, dangling a little bit. So that's a possible solution there. I don't see a way to undo this guy. So yeah, I think it's meant to be carried that way, right? So that's interesting, right? Definitely much, you know, different approach than what I typically see on my sheath solutions on other fixed blades. But let's do some size comparisons on this bad boy. Some of the other fixed blades here in the channel. All right, in the smaller size category, there is your Smolt fixed blade from Kizer, and here's the Cabox. All right, so obviously these are going to be a little bit smaller size-wise. These are more in the EDC category, whereas this guy obviously is a dedicated bushcrafting knife. Here is the Kizer Cabox fixed blade, also full tang construction. And here's the new, recently released Militaw fixed blade. So that one's also pretty sweet. Again, both of these still a little bit shorter, right? And again, these are EDC fixed blades, right? That's a dedicated bushcraft Scandi grind knife. And last but not least, here's the OKNIFE Fortitude 2. All right, take a look there. And the FLISSA fixed blade, right? So those are some of the fixed blades here featured in the channel. All right, obviously all of these are linked down below if you want to check prices, availability, variants for all of these. There's content on all of them here in the channel if you want to see them in more detail. But hopefully you own some of those. If not, at least it gives you a ballpark idea where this guy lands. Now, of course, this is more for, you know, obviously working with woodworking knife. That's what bushcrafting is. But you're probably wondering, does it actually cut paper and cardboard, right? Let's test that out. I mean, it's currently nighttime, so I can't necessarily go out there right now and cut a piece of wood. I definitely will be doing that during my testing for the review video. So if you're not yet subscribed, absolutely subscribe. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, in case you were wondering, yeah, they can also go through other material as well, right? So don't take it for granted. If it's a bushcrafting knife, right, it can definitely do the other stuff really well. And yeah, coming pretty sharp out of the box, able to do all kinds of cuts on that paper. Of course, we got to test a good old piece of cardboard. This one has a single wall section, a dual wall section, so let's test it out. Remember, when cutting cardboard, don't cut perpendicular, but at an angle like this. This guy already wants to bite into it. Bam, that was effortless. So was that. Yup. I mean, you guys seen this? I'm so used to like full flat grinds. I don't think I have a lot of Scandi grind knives, which is what this is. And I mean, this thing is going through the material pretty well. I mean, think about it. It's pretty much like a big wedge going through that cardboard, if you would. So, I mean, sharpness out of the box, I gotta tell you, it's pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely going through that material pretty good. And so I'm pretty sure wood is gonna do even better. But you guys rate it on the comments on a scale from 1 through 10. How sharp is this guy, right? How sharp is that edge out of the box, right? Obviously 10 being the highest. Let me know. Well, there you have it, guys. Just some quick raw first impressions, right, on this guy, unboxing, quick overview, quick test, right? It's actually pouring outside right now, so I can't like go outside and grab a piece of wood and start chopping at it or what have you. But I will be testing this guy. I will be attempting to do some bushcrafting of my own. You can absolutely bet money on that. And if you're not yet subscribed, this will be a great time to do so, especially to stay tuned for that review video. Or if you enjoy Knife and EDC content like this on a daily basis, I promise you it'll be worth coming back for more. Also, go ahead and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. That would be greatly appreciated. Definitely gets this video pushed to a larger audience. Shout out to BeaverCraft for sending this one in. And of course, shout out to my Patreon supporters for supporting what I do here on YouTube. You guys can support the channel on Patreon or right here on YouTube by becoming a channel member. You'll get access to exclusive perks. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. I'll go ahead and put 2 different cards for 2 other fixed blade videos you're definitely going to want to make sure you check out next. Thank you guys so much for your love and support. Really appreciate each and every single one of you. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll catch you on the next video, either this one or this one. Peace.